Stop sleeping on the job. Well, I mean, we're technically out of a job right now, but whatever.
You're a cruel, cruel man.
Mm-hmm. So we're gonna get this silent obliteration finally. It's basically the same as well. You saw that power before in Slide 2, and basically what it does is that it allows us to extra silently kill enemies before, you know, the bounce when the enemies died could be heard by other enemies. And I'm also going to show off some abilities with Bentley. Well, we were going to, but then I noticed the mission was right here, so
Hey,
we're going to have to wait a little for that.
The van?
I'm
afraid we'll need a new power source. The old polycellular battery has lost.
Polycellular battery
Is there
core?
one
What
around
the?
here I can steal for you?
It's a van!
Reconnaissance has located
Yeah.
a candidate, but due to the delicate nature of the work, I should be the one to decouple it.
So, what? Can I help out here at all?
Nope.
Stay
Get
close.
fucked.
I'll need you for
Yeah,
charging the
just
battery.
leave. No one cares.
I'll need you to charge the battery. I predict some sort of rotate the stick in circles minigame.
Nope, not in this game. Instead, we get spikes.
Nice.
Perfect. So, yeah. So, first of all, we have the size destabilizer. Yes, thank you, game. Size destabilizer does exactly what it sounds like. The shrinks enemies down to size, and they can then be killed with one hit, which is pretty useful when playing as Bentley, because, you know...
Bentley's useless. In combat.
Basically, yeah. With that said, I think they can still do full damage while in small form, just so that you're aware of that.
My versatility, dude.
Hello, my pretty.
This is a giant battery.
I like how it's literally just a battery.
Yes, it's
just like in real life.
Seems like that.
I mean,
might
what
be
is
a
this?
problem
Double
in
D
these
size?
parts.
Well, if we took it the real,
It's just a D battery, only larger. The D one is the one that's like a jolt, basically.
So, we gotta
Sorry,
kill Sly.
Carmelita. Gotta go.
Yes, finally,
Finally.
this LB has gone to its normal conclusion.
So, yeah. Sly will run around and he will be shot by the...
In the face.
Well, not in the face, in the back actually, because...
In various parts of his weak, fleshy body.
Well, mostly in his back, but yeah. With it... So, yeah, he runs around actually a lot.
This is why MRAs have a point. Because it's... Sly is laid low by the matriarchy. I need Meninism because Inspector Carmelita Fox.
He's being shot low by the matriarchy. Anyway, at this point, it's this little short tractor you want to get in as most shots as possible because, you know, he doesn't jump as much, so you want to try and shoot him as much as possible here. Normally, you're pretty much supposed to be able to kill him at that point, but I had messed up a bit, as you clearly saw. And suddenly...
Interpol, I've captured Sly Cooper.
Sly Cooper.
Sly Cooper is down. Repeat, Sly Cooper is down.
Over.
Nice acting, Sly. The battery is fully charged.
No, just joke.
Dun dun dun.
Sly's not dead.
Outlets to stabilize it. Then we'll attach it
We're not even halfway. Well, we're halfway through the game. Yeah.
Careful. Now that the battery is full, it won't absorb any more of Carmelita's shots.
Oh no.
It was an
That's
easy
exactly how
shot.
batteries work in
I
real
don't
life.
deserve a medal. He was practically...
Oh, well, let's get out of here before she notices. Ah, crap, she noticed.
I blame Decade for this.
So, at this point...
Shout out to my friends at the Tucker Thread.
So, at this point, all enemies in the area is going after you. Thankfully, there are no big guards, but there's a lot of small guards. Not ma- and... Yeah, well, that's mostly it. There's a lot of guards coming after you. You have to go to the stabilizers and throw it in. Also, Carmelita is still after us and still trying to shoot us.
Well, at least that last bit I can understand.
Yeah, I'm not really sure how the guards easily know where we are, but... I mean...
The battery is electric, and electricity brings magnetism?
Well, I guess...
That's how electromagnetism works, right?
Well, Carmelita knows where we are, so I guess...
Yeah, Carmelita kind of...
Yeah, so she's like screaming,
bad,
"Get
bad.
back here, Cooper!" And it's like, "What? Where's Cooper?" He's over there. Okay. Thankfully, this destabilizing is pretty easy. We just have to put it on those 2 ports, and then wait for a little bit and get smacked in the face with fire hands, and voila, it's done.
Excellent.
Not too hard.
So I've been reading Transformers lately from the Humble Bundle.
No, cool.
Yeah, got all that. Got basically all of IDW. Well, not all of it, but got a large part of IDW's comics for free.
Wow, that's
For free. Well, not for free, but like super cheap, DRM free and everything.
right.
And it's actually simpler to just get it from the bundle than to pirate it.
Oh, that's silly.
Yeah, Grease and Comics is not the best, so I had pirated it initially, and now I'm like, I might buy it anyway. And then my drive died, and now it was in the Humble Bundle, so
Humble
I bought it.
bundle, making sure you don't make fever
Bad.
bad decisions.
Well, it is a bad decision at first because I spent $17 on Robot Comics, but
I'm glad we talked so much about Robot Comics that you didn't notice that Murray called himself Mercules.
Oh, I missed that.
Yeah, and also bad guess.
Paying attention during the Let's Plays is not that fun. No, not Murray. Go rescue Bentley. Bentley is.
What? What did you say?
What?
Yes, this is exactly how the tradition works. We have to blow man up in the sky. Sky high, it's even called. Jesus Christ, man. Talking is terrible. So
We're playing Sonic the Hedgehog.
So yeah, here's a card segment. Well, RC segment. Basically, these dragons will come again towards you and try to burn you, and you have to shoot them up. You have to shoot them up with your R1.
Is it like dual stick-ish?
No. It's
You just press one button.
you control the you still control the RC with the left stick. You drive with the X button, and you shoot with your R1. We'd also break with circle, which is pretty useful sometimes, especially at moments like this.
You can jump, right?
You cannot. Why would you be able to jump?
I don't know.
It's an RC.
How you would jump earlier?
It's an RC.
It's a video game.
It does not have hydraulics. No. Also, for some reason, the whole area has now become a giant track. For some reason, I don't know how that works, but whatever.
I think you're just following the dudes.
Well, yes, but why is there
Does
like
it
a
left
bunch of
trail
ice here?
pattern?
Yeah, but like, why is there a bunch of ice here?
Because it's north and cold.
It wasn't here before.
Also, this looks very fun.
Yeah, also, I should probably actually mention that, what's it called? The gun actually auto-aims, so you don't have to, like...
Yeah, that was what I was asking before.
Yeah. It like, you don't actually have to be... It doesn't shoot straight ahead, it does actually, like, shoot towards the closest target. Also, there are some shortcuts here and there that you can use to get, faster than it, that I didn't use.
But apparently you don't need them.
Yeah, you don't need to do it, which is, nice. Had this been Diddy Kong Racing, you would only need to use them, or you would fail.
Also, if this was Diddy Kong Racing, you would need to fly backwards and upside down through the level geometry down under the lava.
Yeah, exactly. Diddy Kong Racing is a silly game. So yeah, you get up to this point, you actually do not shoot Murray yet, you just have to drive up to it. Well, for some reason you don't shoot the explosive barrel.
Yes.
Damn!
I will never forget you, brave.
The Murray lives!
Brave little RC car.
You can ride in my van.
Yeah, everyone gets to ride in Murray's van.
Oh.
So back at Sly. We're pretty much just back just where we were, so yeah, I cut that out.
Okay, so I ordered pizza today, right?
Yeah?
And before ordering, I asked a friend what sauce I should get, barbecue or tomato sauce.
This
Yeah.
lock looks pretty
He didn't
small.
answer, so I just
I'll
went
need
with
some
tomato
help
sauce.
carrying
It went
good.
better with the olives.
And
And he just answered 4 hours later. And I'm like,
Dude!
yeah, a bit late, bro. It was delicious, though.
Look, Bentley, I know you believe in
I'm not a big fan of olives
I don't trust
myself,
him
but I do like pizza, so pizza.
job. I'll go
More
get
like
him
the only
and
van
send
for the job.
I would not call the panicking a van in front of him, but if you want to, like...
No, I mean, it's funny because you fix the van.
Well, now you're just trying to kill vampires, actually, but we have pretty much fixed the van by now.
More like
This is
vampires.
Panda King.
Hey!
We need you for a
Hey.
field mission. Sly's trying to break into a fire.
Welcome to Geoff
and he needs
Geoff
help.
Let's Play of Sly Cooper.
I will be there presently. You may go.
Look, I don't mind telling you I'm putting my neck on the line here. We're all counting on you.
I will mind your neck.
So, the Panda King's voice reminds me of James Earl Jones. Yeah, James Earl
Hello,
Jones.
friend.
Ah,
I am
it's a
about
bit, I
to
guess.
work alongside
Yeah, actually, now
Sly
you mention it,
Cooper,
yeah.
and I cannot carry you with me.
So
on the
yeah,
journey.
here's our
You
bad
fool.
side.
This is
Or
your chance
dark
for
side.
revenge. He humiliated us, ruined us, made us weak.
Our angry side, I guess.
Humiliation was a crossroads. I have chosen to walk the path of humility. Humility that cost you your life.
Honestly, I do like this part of it, even if it's a bit,
Apparently, it's Kevin Blackton who does the voice of Panda King and Mugshot.
yeah. The
Without
reused
Cooper
voice actors,
and his
because, you know,
associates,
it's a
I
Because
PS2,
it's a
it's a
video
PS2 game.
rescuing Jing.
It's a video game in general.
Little Chad
He also did voices in Jet Grind Radio.
himself to
He was in Batman
my
Begins
hateful
and
foes. And we can
Psychonauts.
save
Oh.
Jing King
Oh, there you go.
single-handed. Such
Yeah, he's
an
been in
action
a bunch of
would
stuff,
cost
actually.
many lives. Your path of moderation
Soldiers
will
at
cost
War?
you, Jing
I
King.
think I know that one.
No, he was the most important part here was that he was a voice in Jet Set
Your
Radio.
reason to cling inside
Do not
my
call it
mind
Jet Grind
will
Radio,
be
you
gone.
jackasses. It's Jet Set Radio. Christ.
No. If
think
you
Set
kill
and Grind are
Cooper,
different
it is
games.
you who
No,
would
they're not.
disappear.
It's
I
the
would
Jet
take
Grind
your
Radio, it's the
place.
American
Yeah,
version.
Jet Set. Yeah, okay. Oh yeah, I mistook it for Jet Set Radio
Of
Future.
humility.
Oh, okay.
We have slain his parents. Yet
Yeah, but
he
I don't
chooses
get
to
Jet
trust
Grind
us.
Radio. Like, Jet Set
By
Radio.
studying
Yeah, I get that,
him,
but,
we
like...
will become whole.
Because they have jets on their roller skates and they
Yeah,
grind.
but it's like, oh, no, I get Jet Grind Radio, but it's like, oh, but the Americans won't understand what Jet Set Radio means, so we're just gonna put a grind in there instead.
Have you seen Kirby covers lately?
The once
What?
glorious and
Kirby covers, you know, Kirby.
Oh, yeah,
small
right.
things.
You are
Yes, right.
strong, and I am humble.
So anyway, meanwhile that happened,
Only
they're
through
talking about
cooperation will we become
panicking, and
the
panicking is talking about
Jing
humility.
King needs. The
And then the yin and the yang, because they're
Great
Chinese.
For all that mattered, Cao would
Of
be an
course.
ideal
Yeah.
son-in-law.
Oh
Very well.
snap!
Cooper shall live.
It's actually like, I do like this sequence, even if it's a bit. Oh look, they're Asian. Or look, panicking is Asian, so he's going to meet himself or whatever. The panicking is waddles over to Sly.
Fear not, Cooper. I shall not kill you this day.
Ditto.
I know you've been out of the game for a while. Maybe you should use this time to brush up on your old skills. First things first. Here's how to fire it off.
So it's great that Bentley explains exactly what's going to happen, so that I don't need to, but I will anyway.
Release the button to launch them.
Release the button.
So yeah, you use L1 to charge, and then you let go of L1 to shoot out. What Bentley does not tell you is that you need to be in the middle of the screen for this to work.
Targets with the right analog stick. You've always been capable of attacking large groups of foes. Now
Wait, he
try
has?
targeting these two vampires at different locations.
So yeah, here we have two vampires. We just gladly stand here.
Nice. The more
That is a neat
fire
gun.
you
I
prime,
like it
the more
in terms of
damage
design.
it'll do.
Yeah.
A full attack does double damage.
Panicking also has this fire.
Destroy that great
What's it called?
by
Looming shop?
focusing your
No.
full power on it.
Yeah, he has a fire shop in a way. It does instantly kill most enemies, but you won't really be using that a lot in this mission for reasons. So yeah, you want to destroy that gravestone completely.
Looks like it was enough to wake up the undead guardians.
So
Target them all
yeah, and also if you do happen to hit the vampires with your flaming shop, they will explode. So do not do that. which is why we won't be using the flaming shop a lot in this mission.
Exploding Vampires is the name of my band.
Yeah, hopping, manti, exploding vampires. That's a sentence.
Okay, I'm done
Or,
with
well,
this
a
one.
description, I
You
guess.
handle this stuff. I'll head out for
The name
next
of this
batch.
video is Crouching Hippos Hidden Pandas.
I'll make good
Yeah.
use of these.
Speaking of nothing.
I'm imagining a panda trying to hide behind a thin tree, like a picture of an elephant trying to hide.
So while you're following Slide, you can actually, I would actually kind of recommend you using the flaming shop, but well, yeah, you want to use the flaming shop because it's fire-based and most enemies die instantly from that. Another thing to note is that the fireworks do have like physics, so they can't just fly through objects. Not that that would be a problem, but yeah,
They're closing in.
if you do happen to stand under a roof for some reason, don't do that.
Because it's raining, man.
Oh yeah, right.
Where would you not stand?
So
under
anyway,
roof?
the hopping, exploding manti-vampires, they take two.
Okay, am I
firework
blind? Or do the triangles that let you aim the thing show up not in the center of the screen?
Yeah, you're not blind. That is
Okay, good.
so.
I was
And,
worried.
and like, stuff like this has kind of happened before because of how my recording devices work. Basically, it kind of records more than just the normal screen, so that's why you kind of get, you know, models that just suddenly stand still when they're out of normal frame.
Careful not to pry
And
Okay.
yeah, so that's because of my recording device. With that said, this still happens in
Yeah,
game.
it still
Like,
should be centered.
yeah, it
not
should
on
still
one
be
side.
centered. It's on the side, and it's really confusing actually, because where you have, because again, you have to aim in the middle of the screen, not where the arrows point.
One more cash to go. We're doing great.
So of course,
Cash money holes.
with that said, that's not a problem in the original game. The whole arrows thing that's not in the middle is a thing in the collection because Sunsero kind of screwed up.
Yeah, it
when
might be
ported.
with the upscaling.
Yeah, it's something happened that they didn't bother to check through or have edited out in a patch or whatever. So yeah, the Hopper Vampires, but at this point the Hopper Vampires will show up in groups of 2 on each of the sides, and I kind of speed this up because this takes a while. After a while they started to show up in groups of 3, which is actually a problem because you cannot kill them all at the same time. So you have to wait a bit before you can kill them.
Speaking of killing a lot of people at the same time, Hotline Miami came out yesterday.
Yeah,
Hollow Miami too.
actually, before we talk about Hollow Miami, I just realized a thing I should mention. That if you fully load your cache without shooting it out...
It does double damage.
It damages you. It does not damage... because it explodes inside the cache. So just to
Mood.
mention... Yeah, now go on about murder simulators.
Yeah, no, it just came out yesterday, and I've been playing a lot of it.
Yeah, I heard it has great RNG. From you, actually.
Well, yeah, it's a lot more RNG based than the first one, which annoys me, but
We're making a pretty good team.
you know, that's life.
This is the last of the fireworks. Put them in the crypt and kaboom! No more hopping
Cactus
vampires.
knows better than I do. It's just more annoying at times.
This ordinance will
That's-
suffice.
Yeah.
They're gonna be fangs everywhere.
Fangs everywhere. Damn.
And
Right.
for some reason, Panicking
I'll
takes offense at that.
just Head back to the safe house.
Yes, do that.
Take those fireworks to the vampire's crypt.
So yeah, now guards are around the area again, and well, that part of the mission was actually the hardest one. So at this point, we're just going up to the gravestone and start exploding it.
The fireworks do
Of course, there are stones and vampires that the targeting system also targets. So this is actually kind of annoying, honestly. But yeah, and also again, the arrows kind of confuse me. So oh well. Also, a thing I should probably mention is that the rockets, while the rockets will, you know, perfectly... the rockets don't just target when they're red, they also target when they're green, so you can still, like, shoot out early and without problem.
Deed is done.
Jeez, didn't get so dramatic.
Yeah.
You did your job, bro, but, you know.
I mean, yeah, but it's the deed. And also we have to be dramatic because, you know, it's Cao. And also he's Chinese.
Rob General call it Operation Wedding Crasher. This will be a multi-pronged job with 2 groups working simultaneously. I'm sure I don't.
Actually, it's like more like 3 groups, honestly, but whatever.
First, Sly, Penelope, and Murray will make their way past all the security.
I guess it depends on how you count.
And then drop the goods off to me for loading into the van. Meanwhile, the Panda King and Guru will tunnel beneath the palace, creating an escape route for Jing King. Sly,
inconspicuous.
will have to pull double duty, taking care of any topside security designed.
Topside security is the name of my band.
You have a lot of bands, don't you?
Yes. I am very musically talented. Yes, that is true.
Then, with the girl and loot in hand, we run for it.
Yeah. What could ever go wrong?
Nothing.
Nothing.